Estamos bien? Hace frío. Has anyone gone outside today? It's very chilly. Like it's a little cold in my house this morning. All right. Anybody know what today is? It's a holiday. Anybody know what it is? Anyone? Anybody have a guess? It's not too hard to guess, I don't think. Anyone?
Is it your birthday?
Oh no, thank you. That's not officially a holiday, but I appreciate your your thoughts there. Anybody
The
else?
ozone layer day?
What's that?
Ozone layer day?
No, I don't know what that is, but no, that is not that I know of today. It's related to Spanish class. El 16 de septiembre. 16.
What am I thinking of? That one.
It's your birthday?
Oh, is it Mardi Gras?
Good try. Good try. No, good try, Elijah. Good try. Well, good thing for you. I've got a short video explaining it.
Is it
Elizabeth?
Dia de los Independientes? I don't know what it is.
I think you said it. You got a little cut out. Say it one more time.
Dia de los Independientes.
El Día de la Independencia.
Uh-huh.
Is that what you're thinking about? Es el Día de la Independencia in Mexico. What's that sound like? El Día de la Independencia.
Independence Day.
Independence Day. Yeah. So, like, what's our Independence Day?
July 4th.
July 4th, right? Okay. And we celebrate our independence from anyone?
Britain.
Britain, thank you. Okay, so today is Mexican Independence Day, where they celebrate their independence from anyone? Mexico was conquered by the blank, which is why they speak blank. Tegan?
Spain.
Here we go. Okay, so it's their Independence Day from Spain, who conquered most of Central and South America, which is why they speak Spanish, much like the United States, right, was once under British rule, which is why most of us speak English, right? That's how it works. So when a nation is conquered by another nation, they are given that language, right? So I have a short video for you on Mexican Independence Day. There are actually two. One is just explaining the holiday, and the other is showing you what Mexico City looks like. And as you're listening, I want you to compare and contrast that to our Independence Day and how we celebrate Independence Day in the United States. And yeah, so all I ask is that you watch my little video. So I should probably see your face like looking in the upward direction. And they're just like 2 or 3 minute videos. So this first guy is kind of random, but I thought he did a good job explaining what Mexican Independence Day is. So please direct your attention up here.
There is nothing like being free and having the right to do what you want. There is nothing like cutting loose, enjoying just whatever you want to do, and being free. But in history, not everyone could do that. And right now, I want to talk to you about a holiday that's celebrated for freedom and independence. Have you ever heard of Mexican Independence Day? Well, it's a holiday celebrated each year in Mexico. It's a holiday that celebrates the independence of Mexico as they broke free from Spanish rule. This holiday is big because not only is it celebrated in Mexico, but Mexican Independence Day is celebrated by Mexicans around the world. Each year on September 16th, parades, reenactments, and other celebrations take place in major cities like Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, and more. Spain originally ruled Mexico in 1500. After Spain conquered the region, they renamed it New Spain, and many of the Mayas and Aztecs who lived there were forced into slavery. As time went on, Spaniards weren't nice, and they made Mexicans angry. This made the Mexicans want to change, and Mexican Independence Day began from this with Mexicans who were standing up to the Spanish. Now, many say the man who helped to lead the revolt was a man by the name of Father Hidalgo. He is considered by many to be the father of the nation. On September 15th, Father Hidalgo, who had been planning a revolt against the Spanish government, found out that the Spanish wanted to arrest him. Knowing they would arrest him, he went to the people of Mexico and got them fired up with a speech called the Grito de Dolores, and told the people, Viva Mexico and Viva la Independencia. After the fight for independence started and the Mexicans went to war against the Spanish, it was on from there. Father Hidalgo had around 90,000 farmers with him that did not have a lot of money. He also had the help of Mexican civilians that believed in him to fight the Spanish. After the Mexicans began to fight for their freedom, that made Spain really mad. They eventually caught Father Hidalgo and killed him, thinking this would stop the revolt. But the Mexicans kept fighting on for 11 years, and they gained their independence in 1821. This is where the celebration of this victory will reach the hearts of many today, just like it did back in the past. The Mexican people love celebrating Independence Day, and even the Mexican president gives a public address to the people of Mexico each year. Plus, in Mexico, to show respect, many businesses and organizations shut down, like banks, schools, and more in Mexico. Another cool thing about Mexican Independence Day is most Mexicans can have the day off from work and celebrate with their friends and family. Now, many people confuse the celebration of Mexican Independence Day with Cinco de Mayo. These are two separate holidays, and with Cinco de Mayo, this holiday is celebrated for the victory at the Battle of Puebla over the French. So as I wrap things up, remember, the celebration of Mexican Independence Day is a big part of where the country has come from. Showing pride and standing up is all a part of remembering each year. And when celebrating Mexican Independence Day, remember those who fought against being treated poorly and think there is nothing greater than having freedom and standing up for your people.
Okay, so that's the overview. And then I do want to show you some of this other video. I might not show you the whole thing, but this shows you what it looks like in Mexico City. This is like kind of in the main square. It's called the Zocalo, the center of Mexico City. And every year he mentioned the president gives this little speech, and in it, it's like a kind of call and response. He'll say the name of someone, like you'll hear this Hidalgo, who kind of started the momentum moving. And he'll say things like La Independencia, La Libertad, and then the crowd responds with like Viva or Viva Mexico, like long live Mexico. So it's kind of a cool, I don't know, we don't really have anything quite like this, like celebration. You can see the fireworks and stuff. So I'll show you a couple minutes of it, and then it kind of just gets a little repetitive, but it's kind of cool. So check it out. This is the president, you'll see here in a minute.
Mexicanos, vivan los héroes que nos dieron patria. ¡Viva Hidalgo! ¡Viva Morelos! ¡Viva Josefa Ortiz de Domínguez! ¡Viva Allende! ¡Viva Aldama y Matamoros! ¡Viva la independencia nacional! ¡Viva el bicentenario de la independencia! ¡Viva el centenario de la revolución! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva México!
So you kind of got the idea. Lots of fireworks. All right. So kind of gives you the gist of what it looks like. I'm sure it would be a really cool gathering. I have not ever been there on Independence Day, but it looks like it's probably a pretty interesting experience. Although you'd have to think that maybe like this year, I don't know, maybe it's probably was toned down a bit. I don't even know if they had it, but anyways, yeah. So a little bit about Mexican Independence Day. It has a lot in common, I think, with our Independence Day, but obviously most countries have their Independence Day. I would say a lot of Spanish-speaking countries were around this time, but that's just specifically Mexico. So each country would have their own Independence Day, but a lot of them are kind of around at the same time period. So anyway, now you know Mexican Independence Day, not Cinco de Mayo. Got that? Not Cinco de Mayo. All right. So I want to go back to those questions that we were using yesterday about las clases, las reglas, las buenas notas. So if you would, I put the link on my homepage here. I want you to actually just go to the assignment that you were supposed to turn in yesterday. Okay, we were looking at these questions. ¿Cuál es tu clase favorita? ¿Cuáles son las reglas? So go to your discussion questions. And I believe if you click on your submission, you should be able to see the questions and your answers. So do that and let me know if you can see them. Okay, so go to that discussion questions from yesterday. Click on your submission. I want you to do a couple things before we practice these together. I want you to look at any suggestions that I made for you. I always try to give you comments when you write things. And of course, that's how you get better. So please make sure you're always looking at my comments. Otherwise, you never see them and then you make the same mistakes over and over again. So make sure you look at my comments. Make sure you look at what you had. And we're going to use it together here for a minute. And then I'm going to put you in a breakout room so you can make sure you're practicing your Spanish. Like that's one of the hardest things to do is practice actually saying Spanish, speaking Spanish out loud while we're on Zoom. So I need you to do the best you can with that when I give you opportunities to do that. So are you looking at it? Give me a thumbs up if you are looking at what you turned in yesterday. You can see it. You can see my comments. You can see the questions. Okay, so keep that open. In a minute, we'll split your screen because I'm going to put you in a breakout room. But for now, I want to just go over it together. I will be probably doing some participation grades at the end of the week, and some of you could certainly use some points. So please make sure you are ready to participate. I want to do a couple examples. I want to make sure you know what all these questions mean. And I'm going to call on a couple people, and then I will be happy to take some volunteers. But let's start with ¿Cuál es tu clase favorita? So what was that first question that I asked you? What does that mean? I want the meaning first, and then I'll have somebody give me an example of the answer. Go ahead, Noah. What's it mean?
What's your favorite class?
What's your favorite class? Great. And answer for that. Let's see. How about Mayana? Can you give me an answer for that? Mayana, are you there? Mayana? Oh, there she is.
Yeah, mi
Okay.
clase favorita art.
Okay, mi clase favorita, don't forget your word S, and then arte. Put a little E on the end. Mi clase favorita es arte. Good. Let's go on to the second question. ¿Cuáles son dos reglas para tus clases? So first off, I just want to know what that means. Jemiah, what's that mean? Jemiah, are you there? Are you there? Okay, we're passing it to Zion. Zion, what's it mean? Okay. Can't say I didn't try. Nick, how about Nick?
It means, what is your favorite class?
That's the first one. I'm looking at the second one now. How about cuáles son dos reglas para las
What are
clases?
2 rules?
Yes, thank you. 2 rules. All right. Can I get a couple examples of some rules? I would like maybe a positive and a negative one. So somebody use IK and then somebody use se prohíbe. Let's see. Just looking for a minute here. Making sure I'm not ignoring you. If you have your hand up, I will come back to you. But you guys are good on points. So you will get full credit on your participation. Anybody that could use a point want to go? How about Haley? Haley, want to give me a rule? No. Okay. How about Jacob? Want to give me a rule, Jacob?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Like,
I think you froze.
He did freeze, but he
Yeah.
said a good rule or
Oh, either one.
yeah.
You want to just tell you, or want to?
There we go.
There you go. Okay, either one. Any rule is fine.
Se prohíbe hablar en la clase.
Sure. Se prohíbe hablar en la clase. Let's see. Oh, Haley, I see your message. Type me one. Type me a rule, Haley, and I'll still give you credit. Let's see. How about Sam? You got a rule for me, Sam? Tough crowd today. Okay, okay. How about Lamaya? Want to give me a rule?
Hay que prestar atención.
Sure. Hay que prestar atención. That sounds good. How about Tucker? Want to give me a rule?
For which one? The second one?
Yeah.
Positive?
Either way, whatever you want.
I don't know how to say it in Spanish.
Are you starting with IK or se prohíbe?
IK.
Okay.
So it's like IK. I don't know how to say raise hand in Spanish.
Okay, so IK, and again, here's where either you can look something up or use your vocab. Guys, I cannot encourage you enough to use your vocab because there's plenty of things on there you can just pull from. So levantar la mano, Tucker.
Okay.
So just put it all together. IK.
IK, levantar la mano.
Perfecto. Okay. Let's move on to the last question. And let's see. I'm looking for maybe Naya or Whitney, just as a heads up. ¿Qué necesitas hacer para sacar buenas notas? Naya or Whitney, want to tell me what that means?
Can you say that again?
Sure. ¿Qué necesitas hacer para sacar buenas notas? It's the third question we worked on yesterday. Buenas notas is the key.
A good grade.
Yeah, what do you do to get good grades? Good. So I suggested you start with necesitas, you need to, and then ... Again, there are good things you can pull right off your vocab. Naya, you got anything you want to tell me? Give me a rule. I'm sorry, not a rule. A thing you can do to get good grades? Okay. How about anybody else want to tell me something you can do to get good grades? Muta, go ahead.
Necesita
Sorry, Muta, go, and then I'll come back to you, Naya. I'll come back to you. Go ahead, Muta.
necesita contestar.
Good. Necesitas contestar. That's a good vocab word. You got to answer things. Good, Naya. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were there.
Wait, I think he was using the one I was gonna say. Yo necesito estudiar.
That's fine. No, that's good. Yo necesito estudiar. Good. Good answer. Good. Anybody else want to give me one more? Una más. Una más. Una más? Anyone? Deja.
Necesitas entregar la tarea.
Good. Entregar la tarea. You got to turn in your homework, right? Okay, good. All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep those out so you can use them. Okay, you need to be looking at the questions and your answers. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with somebody, and it's super important that you ask the questions in Spanish and that you answer them out loud in Spanish. Here's the thing, if we don't ever use this, you're going to be extra super rusty when we finally get to be back together and I'm wanting you to say things. So please take advantage of this. Don't just sit there in silence when I put you in your breakout room, okay? I want you to go through and make sure you say hi. You can introduce yourself. I will try to put you in a group of 2, although I think I have an odd number, so I might have one group of 3. And I want you to unmute. I want you to turn on your camera if you can. I understand some of you can't, but if you can, it's much less awkward to talk to someone's face than it is to talk to their ceiling, pull it down a little bit, or to talk to a blank screen, a black screen. All right. So again, if you can possibly get it on for 5 minutes, it's helpful for your partner. Okay. So again, each person is asking your 3 questions and then answering your 3 questions. So please keep it all in Spanish besides your hi, how's it going? My name is, if you want to introduce yourself, and then please go through it in Spanish. All right. Okay. Please unmute yourself, put on your camera, and go. Got a quick question? Uh-huh.
I need, can you get my meeting back on? Because he sent me a breakout rooms to do my video on reading, and which I did. But now I don't know what time it is because my time could be up.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Because I'm gonna.
Hey guys, are all 3 of you there?
Yeah, I think we're all here.
Okay, I'm gonna steal somebody because I have a group of 1 that needs somebody. So has anybody started yet?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick somebody randomly up, maybe Abdullah, and I'm gonna switch you to a different room. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks guys. Salud, by the way. All right, so hold on, let me get somebody.
Can you help me?
In just a minute, honey. Okay, I got somebody else that doesn't have All right, give me 1 second, buddy. Nutter. Okay, I just moved Reddick over because his partner didn't make it. So can you make sure you just include him in your convo, please?
Okay.
Okay. Carry on. Who's talking? Go, Charles, go. Wall asked, do you see the first question?
I gotta go back because I was looking at my submission. So
Okay, yeah, I think if you click on your submission, you should be able to see your questions and your answers.
Cool es tu clase favorita? Mi clase favorita es español.
Okay, and then let Reddick or Mayana, you guys can both go. And then kind of just switch it around. So you have a little less work to do. So one person asks and then the other 2 answer.
Okay. Mi clase favorita es matemáticas.
Good. Keep it up. I did get your water bottle. I think I filled up. Just checking. How'd we do? Did you guys get to go through everything?
Yeah.
Did it flow okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Gracias. I'm probably bring everybody back together. I think we're all done. Did you just do a lap? Nice.
I can't hear.
All right, go check your time. You're probably about up.
Wait, I'm just gonna have one more.
No more cookies. Okay, so hopefully we did okay with our questions. Yes? Anybody have a question for me about any of them? We do okay? All right, well, let me tell you what I'm gonna give you a little time to do now. Let's see, we have about 15 minutes. So I am going to wrap things up. I want you to look at kind of the tarea here and make sure you use your time wisely. So tareas, catch up on missing work. You had a bunch of textbook assignments, you had a vocab one, you had some stem changing verbs, and you had a negative and positive words, okay? Those are the 3 topics you'll see that are on your upcoming quiz on Friday. So I want you to make sure you've gotten in all your practice, okay? And if you have done all that, then you can start reviewing for your quiz on Friday, / you can do some Quizlet here. Make sure you're good to go on everything. All right, I anticipate probably about 40-point quiz on Friday. So let's make sure we're getting ourselves prepared today and tomorrow. All right, so I'm happy to call it a day, but I want you to keep working on your stuff, especially if you're behind and you're missing things. Also on the textbook, sometimes it's good to let me know if you've completed something like that vocab thing that I already put in the computer. I don't really get a notification if you do that. So if you're doing an older textbook assignment, maybe send me an email after you've done it so I make sure that I give you credit for that. All right, so go work on things, start getting ready for your quiz on Friday. Stay on if you have any questions. Otherwise, hasta mañana.